So for the last 10 years, or even for the last 5 years, very strong bull market on this massive long-term chart on the Dow Jones, especially even from 2020, even for back here for the year, higher lows all the way up, strong moving average. This chart here over the last 100 years isn't a big move. We still have 4 years to go. And even when I look at this chart here, which is the very short-term chart on the weekly charts over the last 5 years, and we're still getting massive higher lows all the way up. And you know what that means, guys? This big drop here that we had just recently from the tariff, that there is a bottoming pattern before a slingshot move back to the upside. And I want to walk you through exactly this. This could be one of the greatest moves we're going to see in the shortest period of time frame. Are you ready for one of the greatest moves that we've seen in a long time? That's what I see this here. Quick disclaimer, guys, and then let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Hey traders, just a quick heads up. I'm actually giving away free access to my mastery trading course for a limited time. If you go to johnsfreegift.com, or there should be the first link in the description. The fact is that 80 to 90% of the stuff that you learn or you use on these trading platforms is a complete waste of time. And only about 5 to 10% of the stuff that you actually learn and use is going to move the needle in the positive direction for you. And that's over the last 20 years, I've put everything that has helped me move the needle in the positive direction in this here, and I've left everything else out. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now and grab complete free access to this mastery trading course. Alrighty traders, so let's actually get into it. So firstly, I want to share something with you here. So firstly, one thing that's so important is the trend is your friend until the end, right? The trend. So here's the thing that I'm noticing here right now when it comes to the good old Dow Jones. I'll tell you right now, guys, we could be getting ready for some really big moves to come. Really big moves to come. So the first thing I really want to just sort of share with you here is this. Check this out. This is where it gets so cool. I think you'll really like this. One thing that I'm seeing through here is this, okay? One thing you'll notice here, look at this. These lines here are the exact same length. See this here? Exact same length, exact same length, exact same length, exact same length, exact same length. See that through there? Now, why am I drawing this here for you, okay? Why am I doing that here? The reason why I'm doing this here is because it looks like, to me, that the market tells us that it goes through these cycles, right? That whenever we do hit these high points, we end up breaking, we have a pullback, but then when we break, if we project it up, the projection, which is the same length, that's where it stops a major high and we get a drop. When it breaks, we stop there for a major high, then it drops. Do you see what I'm saying there? So this is so cool, right? Look at this here. Every single one of these is the exact same length. It's just so awesome here, all right? So it tells us this. Why is this so important? Firstly, once again, same length, same length. See, all these are the exact same length. And what that simply means here is this. If this continues, then what we're probably going to get this. When we do get a breaking above this high here, and if we get this breaking above this high here, which is this projection, the next stop is at the next target, which is, look, smack right there. Then it comes back down to find support. As soon as it breaks above, where's it likely to go to? The next target, which is what? Is the same length. Then it gets a pullback. Notice this every time. We hit the target, then we get a pullback. We hit the target, then we get a pullback. We hit the target, then we get a pullback. So if this is going to do something like this here for a minute, and then we're going to break up, where's this going? High probability we're going to hit 52,000. You see that through there? So this is the Dow Jones from here, but not only that, not only through here, but then if we start to look at this thing here, some people were saying, like I did this chart here in yesterday's video, like 100 years and here we go, right? And what that simply means here is this. This whole thing through here is that we have roughly 10 years of sideways movement, and then we have 16 years of up movement for me, right? 10 years of sideways, 16 years of up movement for me. See that through there? Roughly 16 years. Like it's just a rough estimate, right? But here's where it gets so cool. This where it gets so cool. Roughly 16 years and rough 10 plus years, right? I think this was like 13, 14 years, but roughly 10 plus years for there. And then we go through another 16, roughly 16. Could be shorter, could be longer, but within give or take 1 year, right? But we know their average length. And then we go through another, say, 10 plus years. And then we go for another move up. And we've only been 12 years in. So we probably just by looking at this level here, we probably still have a very big move to the upside. Now, I also do know, and I also do note this here as well too. If you think the bull market is completely coming to an end, then look at the patterns that are telling us for the last 100 years. And even though we may get some movements on the downside, right? Now, even though we do get this bit here, which was the COVID crash, this here was the recession fears in 2023, and this here's the tariff talk. What has been happening every single time, right? And this here is when Trump came in, right? Oh, the market's going to crash, blah, 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 whatever, right? Every time we've got these scares, we've been doing what? We've just been going higher and higher and higher, right? Scare, 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 scare. But look at this here. This is where it gets so cool, right? One thing you'll notice here by looking at this level here, and by looking at, now this here is a logarithmic chart. And someone said, John, yeah, it's like that because it's a logarithmic chart. Okay, cool, right? Well, I'm going to bring up this chart here as well. This here, as you can see, is an arithmetic chart. I think that's anyway. So this is a log chart, but the reason why I want to bring this up to you here is, look at this here. Let's just look, we want to, okay, big picture, what is going on? But John, you don't understand, the debt bubble, if that's you, you've been saying that for 10 years, the debt bubble, as the market keeps going up. You know they're going to keep printing more money. You know they're not going to let this market go down. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at it. History gives us 100% certainty they're going to keep printing more money. They're not going to stop. But John, the debt and so on and so forth. Why do you think Elon Musk has run away from it? He's like, leave me alone. You guys are hopeless. Leave me alone. I'm going to go fix my Tesla, right? Maybe, maybe not. But look at this here. All through this here, this very big bull market here. Now remember this here, right? When we go through the 10 years and then we start this big bull market, what do we have? Big bull market and then 10 years. But if I take everything off the screen, what do we notice about the moving average? Firstly, if the moving average is still trending up and we're getting these high lows, high lows, high lows, high lows, same low, higher lows, and the moving average is still trending up, well then the market's going up, right? There's nothing telling us that the big bull market, now again, this is a monthly chart, right? Not a week, right? No, and it's a collective of months, right? It's not like, oh, we went down 10% this week. It's like, who cares, right? Look at the big picture. Because as you can tell. Now, what would give us the sign that if we did start to see some movement on the downside, what would be the sign that this bull market here was over? It's what? The moving average starts to flatten out. The moving average to me is like a momentum indicator. Strong momentum, right? All through there. Let's do this. Do it again, John. Right. Strong momentum, and then we flatten out through here. Right? So, all that through there. See that through there? If you are worried about us completely game over, all that sort of stuff, no, we're not going to get a complete, yeah, all right, I won't go there. But as you can see, if we're worried about this bull market being over, we will get that. And then look what happened. We're into this period through here. And then we what? Then we broke out, we started a new trend. As this happens here, you're saying, okay, we probably now have another 16 years of bull market. Well, you didn't know back then, right? And then the market went up for about 16 years. Now, the thing about this here, guys, is that, look at this here. Yes, we went up for about 16 years, but what is this? What was that through there? See this drop through here? See that drop through there? That was 1987. You know the whole 1987 crash? Oh my goodness, 1987 crashes were so bad. Oh my goodness. Do you know, by the way, the techniques that I've taught in the past, and some of you guys may remember this, I've always said this. If we have a moving average like this level through here, and the market starts to get too far away, what's it likely to do? Likely to come back to it, right? Look at this here, up, and then all we did is come back to the moving average, low, higher low, higher low. All it was is just a correction, and then we just continue doing that. We continue this overall big bull market. And by the way, isn't that pretty interesting? This whole 1987 was the slingshot to take us into the tech boom. Ooh, isn't that cool? So the 1987 crash was the people that shake the weekends out and then they're left on their hands. So and then we go back to here, and then we roll over. And when did this bull market come to an end? Through there, right? So what are we seeing right now? We are seeing what? Moving average is still trending up really strong. There's no flattening at all. We're still creating high, high, low, high, low. We are about to see a rocket, man, right? To the moon, to the moon. Here we go, right? And so we see that through there. So, but once again, people are like, John, but that's a logarithmic chart and so on and so forth. Well, this one here is a arithmetic chart, and it's the same thing, just with the same technique. Moving average, right? Moving average on the monthly chart, low, high, low. Look at this here. Every time, the moving average is still trending up, right? Let me go back in time through here. Look, up, flat. Remember I said before? Up, and then it flattens out. That's when you know you're in, yeah. But look what's happening right now. Massive move to the upside, right? Really big move to the upside. And so now we can see this through low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. And now we have this very strong moving average coming back to the upside. Really strong move to the upside. So what do you notice here on the big picture? Right? Big picture, small picture, big picture, small. Yeah? You know what I'm talking about there, right? Big picture, small picture, right? We're noticing what? All these here, which was, that was just COVID. And the recessions and the tariff scares. So way that I'm looking at this, guys, and let's go back to this chart here, is everything. The short-term weekly chart for the last couple of years, really strong to the upside. In fact, you know we can do that too, right? Oh, John, but the top's in. That's it, John. Yeah. And the top's in every single day. So, and then we continue it, right? Then we continue this move to the upside. I'm telling you right now, guys, do you know my trading, like I'm in 3 trades right now. And like one of my trades had a really nice move in the direction today, like one of them. And all I'm doing, guys, is I'm trading with the trend, and then I'm being patient and waiting for a nice good for it to generate to a nice good profit. That's all, right? Remember, traders, if you want big profits, you got to go with the trend, right? If you look at these last 5 years, where has been the biggest profit? With the market, with the market, with the market, with the market, right? So looking at our trend, strong to the upside, looking at our 100 years, it says we still probably have a good 4+ years of this. Now, it doesn't mean we can't have, weeks where we go down a lot. It doesn't mean we can't have, I'm just trying to get this here for you guys. There you go, right? Doesn't mean we can't do that. It doesn't mean we can't, we won't have these significant 20% sell-offs, right? We will get those on the way up. But, yeah, we could be getting ready for a lot like downside. We've seen this here from the shorter term chart as well too. And then looking at this level here, mark my words, guys, this here is this is a repetitive pattern, right? It's a repetitive pattern, and you cannot, this is not logarithmic. This is arithmetic. This is not moving averages. This is looking at the markets on a simple black and white chart, and it's telling you it's very, 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 very simple. When the market runs up and hits the target, we get a pullback, and then when we eventually do break, we eventually make our way up. Over a 6 to 12 month period, we make our way up to here, we get a pullback. When we eventually do break it, we know we're likely to hit the next target. We hit the next target, we get a pullback, which we just did. We're probably going to come up to here. When we do break it, we know we're probably going to do this here. We maybe get a bit of a pullback, and then a way back up, and the 60,000. This here might happen over the next 1 to 2 years. And the trend's going up, guys. And the trend's up. So get ready for one of the greatest buying opportunities, right? And this is the Dow Jones, right? This is the Nasdaq. The same thing, right, guys? Right? This is the same thing. Now, by the way, what I mean by same thing, all I did, guys, is I measured the high here and the low here, and right? As you can see, right? Same length, same length, same length, same length. What happened through these same lengths? All right, let me do this here so you can see it all. This is the NASDAQ 100. What happened between same length? Right? Well, the projection here, do you know the projection, which is the same length, you can't make this up, was actually that major resistance back there. And then this level here. And then it ran up, hit the resistance, came back down, found support. Then when it broke, it hit the next resistance, came down, found support. It's actually making a repetitive pattern for us. And it's probably likely to continue. So that simply means that the NASDAQ is probably going to have a nice good 30% more rise to the upside. S&P 500. Again, you can't make this up, can you? Look at this here. Same length. That's support. When it broke this level here, resistance came up. That was the target, came down. We've got a nice trend line coming up. We may get a pause for a bit here. But if we pause through this, guys, and we do this for the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, because this is a weekly chart, and then we start to break out, get ready for my target to be here, because I have a 7,500 target. One of those things is, actually the main thing that I did here was just Fibonacci extensions, right? Low to high. So that point there to that point there. And that low point, that point through, that point through there, right? As you can see. And then what do we have? That's the target through there. So there's no reason why, guys, we should be looking for the big crash to come, not just yet. Yes, there is things economically falling apart underneath the surface. Yes, the economy's bad. Yes, we're probably in a recession. Yes, the debt bubble. Yes, gold is probably going to go to zero. Yes. I understand all that, right? Yes. So some people are like, did John just say gold's going to zero? Like, that's right, gold's going to zero. That's right. It's all digital currency now. Bitcoin to the moon. Actually, I'm not even in Bitcoin, but anyway, right? So I hope you can see what I'm seeing through there. And this is why I'm saying, guys, that this is still a very strong bull market overall. Look at the big picture, right? Look at the big picture. Wait for these pullbacks. Get in at a good opportunity. Hold it for 6 to 12 months and have a bigger profit from there, right? Big profit from there. Now, let's go over to the gold market. Gold, I'm still, I'm still with gold, right? So gold is still doing its thing right now, guys. We're just developing sideways here. So gold right now is not dropping hard. I really thought we'd actually get a hard drop. And the only reason why was because we're too far away from the moving average with gold. Yes, I got it wrong with gold. But you guys that are trading the market, stop trying to be right and use a system. Because you're like, oh, John, you got it wrong. Do you know, I don't trade based off my opinion. Anyway, but what's happening so far is we're doing the same thing again, right? We're just pausing. And if this comes up and we continue to pause, then we're probably going to break up and go for another move. We're probably going to go to 4,000 on gold. 4 or 5,000 maybe. We're probably going to, but we need another couple of months, right? Why are we pausing through here? Because it's now just time to rest, right? We've gone through these refueling phases. Market go up, market refuel. Market go up. This is called refueling, right? When they use a lot of energy, building energy. Now we're just building energy, right? For all this time. And if we go to the actual chart itself, right? Now look what's happening through here. We're just going sideways, aren't we? We're doing these, and now these are really difficult times. Whenever we go through these energy building phases, I call them energy building phases because as the market's been going up for a bit, we need to rest for a bit to go for another move. Through here, see what the volatility? So much volatility from there. So, and anyway, looking at silver as well too. Let's go to the silver big picture chart here. This is the silver chart here. And one thing I'm noticing here with silver is that silver's actually been very nicely on the upside, right? Very nicely on the upside. So we're starting to develop this type of action going on right through there. And so the reason why that's important is because looking at this silver chart here is that I'm telling you right now, guys, silver could be getting ready for a really nice big breakout here. Really nice big breakout here on the silver price. One thing I do want to share with you too guys, on this level here is the platinum, right? Platinum had a bit of a breakout last week, and now we're just pausing from here. I actually see platinum actually heading up towards the 120 level. Doesn't mean it's going to and all that sort of stuff. We actually had a bit of a down day today, but I see overall the breakout in platinum is probably going to now make its way back up towards that 120 level from here. So beautiful breakout. And the reason why I'm mentioning platinum in my videos lately, because so many people are focused on one market. There were so many gold bugs, like gold is the only market. I'm a gold trader. Well, what about platinum? Platinum's an amazing trade. what are other stocks I'm in right now? I'm in two other, I may or may not be in platinum, right? But I'm definitely in two other trades right now, and they're really nice trades, right? So the purpose of me on this finishing of this video for you guys is I don't want you to be a one market trader. Like, I'm a gold trader. Why would you limit yourself? There's so many amazing opportunities out there to really, really, really help you out when it comes to that. Make sense, guys? So traders, I'm actually giving away four amazing trading systems, or not giving away, but I'm selling 4 amazing trading systems for $4. Plus, also I'm giving you access to 2 bonuses as well too. So if you're not doing well, guys, and you're on a bit of a struggle street, but you just need some guidance around what good setups are, then johnsflashsale.com, or there should be a link in the description there. Go click on that. And then you'll be able to grab access to, again, there's 4 trading systems for $4. Go get access to it, guys, and start to utilize some of those systems. So at least you know when you go to the market, you know what you're looking for in a good setup.